afternoon, family. It's Afternoon Jams broadcasting live on 103.7 The Beat and live on Facebook and YouTube, joined by the squad from Muskegon Community College. Hey, how y'all doing, family?
Good,
Hey,
good.
good.
How you doing, PA?
I'm doing good. I would rather have y'all in the studio. It's terrible we got to operate like this.
I know.
I think we would much rather be there as well.
So, all right. So we got the big virtual college fair coming up on the 19th. What's happening at the college fair?
So typically every year we host this college fair, and it's on campus in Collegiate Hall. We have like 50 different institutions that come, from colleges to cosmetology schools to military, and it just gives students and members of the community an opportunity to figure out what they want to do and talk to different four-year institutions or whatever it is that they want. And we know how important it is to be able to offer this event. So we put our heads together and said, why not? Let's try it virtually. So
Okay. Wow.
We've been doing everything virtual because of COVID, but we're going to try to do this the same way. And so right now we have about 40 different schools. We have a couple military branches. We have some different trade schools that are going to be there. And it's just an opportunity for students and members of our community to talk to different organizations and institutions to talk about what's next steps for them.
So what's been the response since everything that's went virtual? Pretty much. What's been the response y'all have gotten?
Jamar, I'll throw the ball to you.
Oh man, it's been mixed. The K through 12 schools, they're having hard times. In some ways, the response has been great. Students are participating class-wise at the institution. A lot of people are enjoying that we're offering more online classes. So in that regard, it's good. In terms of our daily jobs of recruiting, it's a mix. And it's not just MCC. I have friends who are representatives at other schools, and sometimes they're in there and it's just themselves. And so we've had that. We've had to reschedule. So it's definitely an uphill battle, but bittersweet.
What about enrollment, Stephanie? Where are you at on enrollment? Is it down or up?
It is. So enrollment was down, of course, because of COVID and people really not knowing what they wanted to do, what their next plans were. And then because most institutions now are virtual, some people are nervous about taking online classes. If they're not real tech savvy or they're not real comfortable with taking virtual classes, they struggle with that. And so we see enrollment declining because of that. Enrollment is declining normally as is right now, but it's declined more due to COVID. But I can tell you that on MCC's end, we still have been busting our butts trying to make sure that we're getting students taken care of. Nicole, Jamar, and Ashley, they have been working hard with their graduating seniors, trying to get them all enrolled and set. And we've done a bunch of virtual events just to kind of increase enrollment. So it's down, but we're still trying hard because we know education is key. And so we want people to still buy into that.
All right. Going to you, Nicole, what about transferring these credits from MCC to other colleges? How does MCC stack up on that?
Yeah, so that's a fantastic opportunity for students. One of the best things is we have our ASA degrees, the Associates in Science and Arts, and we're part of the Michigan Transfer Agreement. So what that means is if students get a C or better in their classes and they're within that agreement, they're guaranteed to transfer. So that's a fantastic way for students to get started, to knock out some of that general education classes that they need, including like sciences, math, English, those kinds of things, just so that they're on top of it. And it transfers very well. We're an accredited institution. And so they also transfer nationally.
Wow. What about tuition? How does MCC tuition stack up against other colleges around the state?
So MCC is going to be significantly cheaper compared to a public four-year institution or a private four-year institution. So you're looking at paying almost like a quarter of the cost. Our average is about $5,500 a student. Depends if you're in county, out of county, but it's going to be a lot different. If you start looking at a public four-year institution, you're getting up into $23,000, $24,000 a year. And then when you look at private institutions, it can be $40,000 to $50,000 a year. So MCC saves students a ton of money in tuition.
And
So
especially too with all of the programs that we have going on with TIP and now Future for Frontliners and financial aid, like going to community college is definitely the route because it saves a significant amount of money for people.
right.
Mhm.
So how do people sign up for this virtual college fair?
So if you go on our website, so muskegoncc.edu/fair, it'll give you information on the college night. And it'll tell you what you can do to access the form for registration. You don't have to register early, but we ask, if possible to do so we can kind of know how many people to be expecting. But yeah, you'll have the opportunity then to meet with a bunch of different people from different institutions.
So people enrolling virtually, they not talking to counselors face to face anymore. It's a wrap for all that too.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Wow. So y'all don't see Dr. Dale Nesberry anymore.
Virtually.
On Zoom.
Yeah, on Friday morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Wow.
But our students are still meeting with counselors. They're just doing it over the phone, or they're doing it via Zoom or other kind of platform. So students are still really required to meet with the counselor. We're just doing it in a different way.
Wow. Well, we have the page up on the screen for those who are watching us online about the college fair night coming up on the 19th. I miss having y'all in the studio. Hopefully we get back to some kind of normalcy.
Yeah.
Very soon. Anything else y'all want to share?
No, I guess for me, I just want to let everybody know that this is a perfect opportunity for you to get out. If you want to talk to someone from MCC, Jamar, Nicole will be there representing Muskegon Community College. So you can talk about what that looks like. And then we have institutions from in Michigan and outside of Michigan. So like Michigan State, U of M, Grand Valley, we have a bunch of different institutions coming. So take this time. I mean, you don't have to spend the whole time in here. Give us 30 minutes. You can come pop in and out as you please, but take this opportunity. We have a lot of people coming in to be able to represent their organization. So hopefully Muskegon can show up and show them that we're serious about education.
No, I don't understand how this works. You got all these different colleges, so they all speak at different times. Do you have a scheduled time for them to speak or what?
They all have their own room. So if you come in and you say, I want to talk to somebody from Ohio State, then we're going to pop you into Ohio State's room. And then
What? Wow, that's cool. That's technology. That's cool. And so it would be one-on-one or it'd be other people in that room?
So it'll be multiple people in the room. So then like at a normal college fair, you come up, you talk to somebody in that room or at that table, and then they kind of give you the information. So the recruiters from that school is going to have to kind of command the room and let everybody know kind of what the benefits are of attending, and then give people opportunities to ask questions.
Okay, man. But don't get too comfortable, family. This is not going to be normal. Don't get too comfortable. This is that easy money where you can stay at home and work.
Oh, no. Nothing easy about it. I would tell everybody, it's harder to work from home. It's not as easy. It is hard.
You got to turn the TV off, turn everything off, like in the office and stuff.
Yes.
I get you. I get you.
Yo, PA.
Yes, sir.
Where you been? Like, what's been your adjustment? I see you've been doing your virtual thing, interviewing folks on city council, folks running for office. You just doing the usual, but in the virtual. So how was that for you?
It worked out better for me. It has worked out a lot better. Fortunately, we didn't have to lay off any staff. Matter of fact, our staff got a pay raise during this pandemic, and all praises to God. But being virtual has given me a chance to operate these 3 stations that I want to run pretty more efficiently. And so what most of our staff doing their shows remotely, I don't have to worry about them being done on time. I have to worry about guests being in the studio. It's just been such a blessing for us that we've been able to tighten up some things. And we launched a TV show. So we back on MCC weekdays at 10 o'clock. You're seeing some beautiful Black faces and some of the good stories about Muskegon on MCC. And that gave us an opportunity also to get on Comcast on some other channels. So it's been an opportunity for us.
That's what's up.
We've been safe. Fortunately, only one person out of these 3 stations that I know of has been affected. One of our Caribbean shows down in Orlando, a Jamaican girl. She had the COVID-19. She's a college professor like y'all, and she somehow or another she had the virus, and she had a real tough battle.
Mm.
Thought we was gonna lose her, but she came out. She came out. It was about a month and a half of fight. And this is a person who's in shape. So we've been good, man. You know, grinding. You know,
Yeah,
trying to get my beer game like you. You know?
Hey, I'm trying. Don't let me pluck it out now.
Go ahead. So what? How are we on this discussion? What has been like for you, Brother Ragland? Because I know you're a very personal guy. You like meeting, talking to folks, man.
It's been rough, honestly. I love interacting with people, as you just mentioned, and just having to interact with people through the phone or through Zoom. It helps, but it's just not the same. And I think that that's something that we've realized more than ever. You can't really replace that human face-to-face interaction.
Right. Well, you're saving money on taking people out to eat, though. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're in the dating scene. So, Nicole.
Yeah.
You can always use that as an excuse. You know what I mean?
Listen. That ain't a cop out, because now you got Grubhub, DoorDash. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I experienced that at hotels. You're right. Nicole, what has been like for you?
It's been interesting. So I'm also the assistant women's basketball coach. And so with all of the new protocols and the stuff going on, it's been a challenge to kind of stay up to date with those things and make sure that our student athletes are safe, but able to be successful. And so they're wearing masks during practice. We're making sure that everything's clean. It's been challenging, though, not being able to do so much in person. I was able to get some approval to be on campus this week, and it was just like, wow, people.
Right.
Like, I'm not just talking to myself all the time. So that's a nice thing. And I definitely do miss being around people all the time and seeing people on campus and students and just being able to have conversations with them. And even as simple as like, how's your classes going? Like things like that is not the same over an email or in a Zoom meeting.
I get you on that. That's the only downside. Can't have no staff meetings. Like I'm used to person-to-person things. So staff meetings is just be turning into conference calls and stuff. I'm not into that. But Stephanie, going to you as the boss lady, what has it been like for you? You still living your best life, ain't you?
No, look, I tried, but
You see here.
I think for me, it's just a big adjustment. My kids are home and they're doing virtual schooling too. So making sure that their schedules are good as well as my schedule, it's challenging, but we're making the best of it. I mean, I have to give a big kudos to my team because they have been working very diligently, making sure that the process is as easy as possible, and there's not much change for other people. So it's difficult, but we definitely are making it happen.
All right. Well, go ahead and tell us again, recap on what we talked about with the MCC virtual college fair that's coming up.
Perfect. So on October 19th from 6 to 8 p.m., MCC will be hosting a virtual college fair / transfer night. And so we have about 35 or so different colleges that are going to be around to answer questions, talk about college life, talk about housing, kind of what that looks like, even questions about COVID and how that affects their enrollment and things that they do on campus. And so we encourage you all to come out and support this event and talk to different representatives to get information about school. We'll have MCC reps there to be able to answer questions about Muskegon Community College, but then there will be military branches, there will be cosmetology schools, there's 4-year institutions in Michigan and outside of Michigan too. So hopefully you guys can come and show up and show out like you always do. We've been having this college fair for years. And so we're doing the same thing. We're just doing it in a different way.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep us posted, okay?
We sure will. Thank you for the opportunity. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, PA. Appreciate it.
Yeah. PA. Good to talk to you.
Shout out to Big Rob too.
Yeah, Big Rob in there grinding right now. He's working on something. So he in the building.
Yes, tell him we said hello too.
I will. Peace and blessings to y'all, okay?
Bye.
Likewise.
Bye.
Bye.